Y'all talked about him before on here, Russell Wilson, right? He get a lot of flack on here, but he just came out and stated that in an interview that God told him that future son was going to be his responsibility. The reason why I'm bringing this up because I wanted to ask y'all, and y'all might have talked about it before. I think I've seen your views on the stepdad thing, but at this point, I mean, are you guys looking at somebody who does that more of a simp or more of a stand-up dude?
100%. No, you know what? Let's let the lady answer.
It's gonna get funny. So Russell Wilson just came out, said that, you know, future son was going to be his responsibility. That's what God told him. Do you think he's more of a stand-up dude for doing what he's doing by taking care of somebody else's kids, or is he more of, I guess, a simp for doing it?
A simp. What is a simp?
Maybe not even.
We all know what a simp
would
is.
Do you respect a man that's taking care of somebody's kids that's not his? Would you respect him more?
I can have some respect for him because he's not obligated to do that, but he's choosing to, so I can have respect in like that area. But like I wouldn't necessarily call him a simp, and I wouldn't say that he's wrong if he chooses not to. Because at the end of the day, like it's not his child. And then like what if he ends up getting like, you know, close to the child and in the situation, I mean the relationship doesn't work out, then he loses that person and the kid. And I feel like that's not fair. And I also seen a video about that, about how the guy was saying like, he doesn't, because he's a stepfather, he doesn't really have any parental rights. So like he can't like, you know, fight for the kid or nothing like that if the relationship wasn't to work. So there's like a catch to it. So
You wanna go?
You said, what was your question?
Is Russell Wilson respectable for taking care of somebody else's kids or not?
Man, I don't. We already know Russell Wilson is a different type of nigga. The thing with
My bad, not to cut you off. I don't even want to put it just on him, but just
Nah, we putting it on, bro.
Just
Bro said God came down and told him, say, we finna get into this.
That's just crazy.
Because for one, it's wild because Future is still alive. It's not like Future gone. It's not like somebody don't ever see his. It's not like you don't ever see his real pops or nothing like that. Whatever the case is, he just more in the media around his shit. And you even seen they had him at the game, and one of the rappers commented like, "Stop calling
his son."
Yeah, or whatever the case is. Like he's a stepdad and all that type of shit. I don't think you'll ever be fully respected by the woman either, because at the end of the day, the woman, you're not her first pick. Her first pick was Future, because Future didn't get his act right. She chose to go back and deal with and with Russell and accept that. So in the back of her mind, you're not even originally her first pick. Just the guy that she wanted to build that family with didn't get right the way she wanted it. So she had to accept the terms of dealing with Russell. To go back to what bro always say, like, far as she wanted the futures, but go to Russell now because he's accepting that. I think that's a lot of what niggas deal with when you trying to be a stepdaddy. Now, the only reason I have a low key flip side to that, because I've been a kid growing up and I've seen niggas raise my homies that wasn't their kids, and they was like a real father to them. So that's the only thing in that sense. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's always just Russell Wilson is a simp. At the end of the day, we know this. the way he goes about what he does with that kid is crazy, and you know what I mean. For him, whatever the case it may be, I don't think God sent you down there to do all that. But you could take responsibility. You accepted her. You're gonna accept all that. But I don't think she's ever gonna respect. You see the way she does things. She didn't do a lot of things with Future that she does with Russell. Even from, I don't want to say from the way she dresses or the way she acts accordingly, it's two different demeanors. You're getting a whole different person. So, like I say, when you are dealing with that, just be able to accept all of that, because you're not the guy she really wanted. If that dude that she had them kids with would have got his act right, she would have been with him forever. That's why they started the family.
I'm a mix of both, because I feel like there's instances where you could be looked at as less respectable for taking care of somebody else's kids. Like in an instance where I think the father of the children is still around, but in a disrespectful manner. I think things like that, he might as well just take care of the kid, or you don't have any say so in what the kids do or don't do. What the fuck am I the stepdaddy for? You know what I mean? If I can't discipline you, then what the fuck am I your stepdad for? Now on the flip side, well, I think it's respectable because like what you said, I grew up seeing a lot of niggas get taken care of by men that were not their fathers, and that ended up changing the trajectory of those young men's lives. You feel me? Forever. So I think it all depends on how you do it and what you allow in your space when you're doing it. You feel me? That's what makes you respectable or not when it comes to taking care of somebody else's kids. Like, are you going to come in and make things better, or are you going to come in and be, you feel me, the little man who, 13-year-old talking over you and shit, where you can't even, garner no respect between the kids. So
No,
I think it's
that's a fact.
differences.
Even on top of that, you're never going to be first. Her kids are going to come before you. All that other situation is going to come before you as a man. When you need her to do things, you have to damn near adjust to her schedule now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of her adjusting to yours.
Ask the question again. I just want to hear it exactly so I can.
Do you think Russell Wilson is respectable for taking care of somebody else's kids?